Morning, guys. Welcome to Coffee Chat. Wow, what an absolutely gorgeous morning it is. Got a little wisp of cloud up there. Really looks beautiful. It is so nice out here. Glad I can come out here and share it with you. Well, guys, what a morning to wake up. We are seeing green all over the place. And I'll tell you, from my perspective, it feels a lot like it did at the start of the last run. And one of the things that you need to think about, or at least kind of like be prepared for, is your emotions. I'll tell you, it happens so fast. Yeah, it takes about 8 to 12 months for the full run of it. But when the bull run really starts going and it starts taking off, your emotions are just going to be really challenged because things happen fast. You're literally, some of these assets literally go bang, 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 bang. And it happens so quick. And it's kind of difficult sometimes to actually digest. But I'll tell you, it's probably one of the most exciting experiences I've ever had, at least. And I'm really looking forward to this next one, to be sure. Well, guys, I'll tell you why I think we're seeing a lot of this too. The two articles that I was reading today, both of them having to do with this whole debt-driven economy. And the first one is talking about how we are in this doomed debt loop, and there's really no easy way out of it anymore because of the absolute money printing that's been going on with these central banks around the world. And this current fiat system is literally imploding right before our very eyes. The second article, what a confirmation of the first, I'll tell you. This is the one I really want to focus on. So the Federal Reserve is out there, guys, get this, printing $6 billion a day in new debt. Yep, $6 billion a day. It is absolutely mind-boggling. And where do you think a lot of that's going? Well, guys, it's going to some of these government programs, to be sure. But you know what's going on? They're buying up the market. They're doing stuff. It is absolutely obscene what's really going on. And the fact is, most people are completely oblivious to it. And what's happening when you're doing that is you're literally reaching right into people's jeans and pulling out their dollars by the fistfuls. And people say, well, what do you mean by that? Guys, the result of inflation is the government coming in there and robbing you literally of your purchasing power. That's what's going on. And of course, it's the government's greatest temptation, to go inflate their debt away. That's how they try to do it. And what they're doing here is they're literally creating an environment where hyperinflation is the absolute result. And that's what all these economists are coming out in these articles and warning against. They're saying, look, there is no soft landing here. This is going to go down, and it's going to go down hard. And when it does, a lot of people are going to feel that pain. Now, of course, what happens with that is the DXY, well, it tumbles. When the DXY tumbles, guys, you're going to see risk on assets way up there. And on top of that, this bull run in this space, I think it's going to be much bigger and more ferocious than 2017 was. I really think that we're probably going to see one of the greatest bull runs that we have ever seen in history. But the deal is this, do you know how few people are going to be able to get in there and take advantage of it? Because why? Because look, the dollars that they would use to actually convert into this, these digital assets are going to be worth so much less than what they are right now. And even now, they're actually worth a lot less than what they were back there before, the whole sea dump took place. I mean, we are literally watching it in real time. There's no getting around it. And, for all these guys that want to get on there, oh, well, you can't. Look, I'm telling you, it is truly hogwash. Yesterday, I was talking about how they were reporting, inflation of like 10% at the grocery store. And then I was given an example of, when you go out there and get a can of peas and it's 38 cents, then it goes to, 58 cents, and it goes to 78 cents. What I was trying to say there is, hey, look, 10% is nothing. We're talking probably in some cases 100% difference in price in just a few months on some various products. And we're seeing inflation numbers, true inflation numbers, that are literally out the door. And that's because of all of this debt printing that has just gone on like wild. $6 billion a day. Now, I'll tell you what, normally I don't post the articles in these coffee chats. Only reason I don't do that is because I really enjoy the fact I want to get you guys out there researching it for yourself. Google these things for yourself, and you can find out that, yeah, in fact, those articles are out there. They do exist, and you can get that. But hey, doing your own research is a great way to actually get disciplined in this space, and also that's why I do it. But today, I'm going to put that link in there for those of you who don't have the time to go out and research it. I'll tell you what, this is one definitely worth reading and really being up to speed on what is going on and how our government is literally causing the entire financial system to absolutely implode. And look, guys, the timeline for a complete implosion, 18 months. I'm telling you, it is going to happen and happen so fast. Now, for those of us that over the last couple of years or whatever, or just even if you're just getting in now into this digital asset space, I really believe that we are going to be so much rewarded for having that kind of thinking to get ahead of the game. Now, remember this. I often tell folks this in coaching. I'll throw this one out there. I want you to think of your money like seed, you know? Now, some seed, yeah, you got to eat, right? The lights need to stay on. I always like to say that, you know, the kids need new shoes or whatever, or, you know, hey, you want to go out and do some fun stuff with the family. You got to spend some seed, so you got to eat some seed. Now, think about it in this capacity. If I had an apple seed here and I was to go out to the red desert of Dubai and I was to plant that apple seed into the ground, do you think I'm getting an apple tree there? Nope, probably not. Why not? Soil matters, guys. Soil matters. You need to know what you're investing in. Go out there and research it. Get to know it, and don't have your confidence based on somebody else's conviction. That, in my mind, is one surefire way to get wrecked, because what happens there is all your confidence is based on someone else's conviction, and then what goes on is your emotions can be easily manipulated there. And we know that in this marketplace, boy, do they manipulate it like absolutely no tomorrow. And you see the narratives that come on there. And when I talk about the fifth estate, I'm talking about all this social media, all these news articles, all this kind of stuff that comes out and everything like that. And people just manipulating you emotionally in a big way. You need to be on solid ground and know what you hold and why you hold it. That is so vitally important in this space, I'll tell you. Big. Well, guys, I sure hope that you're having a fantastic Thursday. Boy, in Texas here, it seems it's gearing up to be a pretty good one. Beautiful. Look at the green trees. I love it, how much it's filled up. And, you know, we got this fresh air, birds are singing, stuff like that. Lots of great reasons to be alive. And I sure hope that whether you do it on your coffee or your lunch or maybe even after work, get out there and enjoy the nature around you and just give yourself a little pause. Let that stuff kind of, you know, seep out of you there. You know, go and, hey, if you have some kids, go take them out to the park. Go take them on a bike ride. You know, take your sweetheart for a walk or do something. But don't allow all of this stuff to get so deep in onto the inside that you don't have any release valves. You really need it. I need it. I'll tell you what. I know some people find it hard to believe that I can lose it, but I have lost it at times, of course, because, hey, we're all human beings, and that's what happens, but it's so vitally important. We got to keep our wits about us. We got to be sharp and just razor sharp and be able to kind of see through all the stuff that's going out there, all the FUD that's going out there, and just stay on target. And you need a clear mind to do that. So, hey, I hope you get outside and really enjoy it. Well, guys, until later on today when we have a fantastic video for you, and they have been getting out a little later. I know that a lot of that has to do just with what's going on in the family and taking care of, like, you know, appointments and all that kind of stuff for medical and whatever and that. And I'll tell you, we really covet those prayers over Ruth Ann, Judy's mom, 92, who is right now suffering with stage 4 bone and liver cancer. So keep praying for her. And we're just trusting God that she's going to have a painless transition to glory. That's our real prayer. That's all her prayer is. She's ready to go and she's happy about it, but she doesn't want to go in pain, and I get that for sure. So anyway, guys, bless you, and we'll see you later on. And until then, take care.